For the past few months, I've been grinding so hard that I barely stepped outside of the apartment, even though I was living in one of the most beautiful cities in Europe, Barcelona. So me and my friend Chase decided to take a trip to northern Spain for a little adventure. But is it possible to balance fun and still do solid work without losing clients or letting my company fall apart? Well, you're about to find out. If you're new to this channel, my name is Renat and I'm an entrepreneur who goes on crazy adventures while still doing some solid work and growing my company.
All right, Chase, do you have enough stuff to carry? You're bringing this bag as well.
Minimalist travel. All right, this is kind of like when you're bringing in all the groceries from the car and you're like, I can do it in one trip. That's exactly what's happening. We have friggin' ice cream makers here.
We do have an ice cream maker.
Literally, maximalist.
So are you moving houses or you're going on an adventure?
This is all me. This is all me. Who knows where I'll go?
If Chase doesn't know, let me show you the route really quick. First stop, Costa Brava, the most beautiful coast in Catalonia. Next up, we're heading to Pedraforca, Spain's most iconic hiking spot. Then we'll zip to Pamplona, where we'll push our limits and literally run with the bulls. And finally, we'll end up in San Sebastian, hunting down the city's most famous Michelin-starred restaurant. But before all that, check out our ride for this adventure.
This is massive.
I got the backpack. This is all in.
Ice cream maker.
What's up, brother?
Ice cream maker.
Yes, sir.
This funny guy over here is a 7-figure entrepreneur, my good friend Gerard Comte, who agreed to give us this giant-ass RV and showed us how to use it properly.
I will show you how to change gas. This is a gas running.
Yep, same as me.
Gas running? What?
Yeah, propane. Propane.
Yeah, actually, good one.
I wanted to do an RV trip for probably 2 years and never had the right person to go with. At some point, I was even contemplating going, on an RV trip myself. I was like, why it's not happening? And the universe has kicked us out of the apartment in Barcelona and told us, by the way, it's going to be $300 per night if you choose to stay in Barcelona. And then my friend Gerard happens to have this beautiful vehicle, and I kind of had it in the back of my head as an option. He said, you can take it anytime. Well, I looked at the date, and it was precisely on the day of us moving out when this fucking vehicle is available. There's a whole calendar booked out, and
not only that, but the running of the bulls is happening during these same dates.
that is insane, man. Did
In
we know
northern
that?
Spain. In northern Spain.
Yeah.
So it's actually reasonable to drive.
Yeah, only 4.5 hours from Barcelona.
They were the first stop, about an hour and a half away from Barcelona, and everything closes in small cities at 5 p.m. But check out what we're here to see. У нас сколько? 2 часа съемки, да? 10 минут, в смысле 2 минуты по телепромптеру, но сложно зафакапить. Типа час это будет, да? И потом у нас целый час будет на бюро.
My hesitations this entire time have been like, can I actually get work done? I've been working over the weekends, which is normal for me. But then on Monday, yesterday was Monday, if we're doing all of this shit on a weekend, like getting an RV and settling, whatever we need to do, I would feel completely fine. But because yesterday was Monday and we're doing all of the fucking bullshit, trying to carry this heavy ass bags, and putting them in the RV, and we're like 3 hours late and all of that stuff. And me trying to do a sales call from that restaurant, that was stressing me out. I also felt a little stressed out today because there's some important things. There's a shoot happening in San Francisco. I need to review some work. Yeah, so hopefully the other 4 days are going to be a little bit more chill. I think I just need to give myself a permission to say, hey, you're not going to work at 100% capacity. You will not work at 80% capacity, but 60% capacity for a week is fine.
I'll say with confidence the following. This is the first time in the last 5 weeks, or I guess here since I came to Spain, where I feel like I'm in real Europe in a movie.
After exploring this little Spanish town, Chase chauffeured me straight to Pedraforca.
I spent the last 2 hours
in the back of this beautiful vehicle doing, guess what? Doing work as we were driving to the location. Here is how my workstation looks like. Let's take a look. My chauffeur is over here. I'm all strapped in and buckled up. And that's how I do my work. I have expectations from clients, knowing that certain things will be done. And right now I'm the only person who can get this stuff done. And then the team expects me to get this stuff done because I'm the only person who can do this stuff. And I said I'm going to get those things done. So honestly, the problem is I didn't prepare for this trip ahead of time. If I had one day, I would have fucking knocked everything out and would have been more chill.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately there's a time for going hard and figuring out new things, and also hand-holding of the team, you know, and there's a time for taking a look at shit like that behind us and hanging out with your good friend and saying like, hey.
So we admired the view, said cool, and hit the road again. This time toward Andorra, that tiny country between Spain and France. What's in Andorra? Honestly, not much. Just a tax haven and great views. So we took off again. Next stop, Pamplona, to run with the bulls and another 400 kilometers of driving.
I'm gonna jump over the bulls straight when they come at me. Probably do a front flip. But we'll see. I'm gonna decide in the air.
If it's a front flip, a back flip,
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna jump
double.
up, take a moment, assess, check out the ladies. What do they want? Who's looking? Who's not?
you gotta do the wink in the air.
Exactly. How much flash do I need?
Well, here we go. I think this is the place where people get fucking thrown in the air the most, no? And they're spectators. Absolutely spectators. Right now is a crazy night when everybody gets fucked up. So I wake up in 6 hours later after this and go around with the bulls. Check this out. This is the main square. And this is the stadium.
Running right here.
Okay.
This is where I'm gonna run.
Are they running from that way?
Yeah, from here.
Good morning. We're walking into the most dangerous part of Pamplona. How are you feeling?
You know, on mornings like this, when I'm about to do something kind of stupid and adrenaline filled, I just stay busy. Just like, even in my mind, I'm just kind of just not allowing myself to think about anything scary, and just keep moving forward one step, and then try and keep doing that until it's so crazy that I have no choice but to focus just on that exact moment for survival.
Can you tell me where we are?
Here right now, coming out, going up the hill, and just here is where the road gets extremely narrow. And that's where some of the bravest local runners will be. You're not going to see any tourists right here. They're going to be with me way down the road.
Oh, so you're not coming here?
Oh yeah, check out how tiny it really is. And then the local runners will yell up to the people on top of this upper area and chant back and forth right before the bull run.
What will they chant? Will they say ole?
Let's find out.
I couldn't film the experience itself because, for one, I didn't want to get gored, and two, it's against local custom. Anyways, the bulls came out really fast, and if you're seeing this video, it means that we survived.
So that was a thing.
That was a thing.
We did a thing.
And if you haven't gotten it by this point, we ran with the bulls.
It's scary, and everyone's running like shitless scared, especially that first bull. No one has any idea how fast it is. Like, you just don't expect it to be that fast and that scary. But that feeling of coming into that and looking at thousands of people in the
that's the
Coliseum
insane
is just
thing.
like, gladiator, like, you know.
Yeah, you run in and you look at all of the people. Every single seat was taken. And then they all stand up and they cheer at you. It's like, dude, that's amazing.
Most people don't realize after the running of the bulls, they let one individual steer out that's about 1.5 years old.
Yeah, so everybody is there taking pictures, celebrating. And then at some point, a young bull that comes out, 1.5 years old. It goes so fast, it's insane. And usually within the first 5 to 10 seconds, you see a person flying around. Because at that speed, it's just impossible.
So it went so fast, flipped this guy up so high and so hard, he did a full flip and then landed on his back shoulder where instantly his arms go straight and his legs go straight, so I know he's knocked out, and he goes, ah! It's clear that this is a medical emergency, but the bull just was let out. So it's chaos. So it could turn at any point, it could do whatever, so the ambulance people are not running out there. I was really impressed by watching what men do. All the men, let's say 30 men, surrounded him. The men on the inside got on a knee and were holding down in case the bull came. The next layer of men were around them, looking with their backs, and I got in on the outside layer and yelling for the ambulance people to come. 2 runners came from that circle, sprinting out, found the ambulance guys, go, go, go! And everyone's watching for the bull, ready to take on the bull to save this guy. Yeah, so not let him through to this guy. This guy is potentially gonna die, and he might have broken his neck. If the bull comes in, he could actually kill him. So all these men were prepared to not let this bull in. So a lot of people, they think, we ran with the bulls, we're gods, and then boom, they get destroyed, you know, and then, oh my God, what is happening? And it's fucking scary. It's scary.
And by the way, you and I were standing in the same spot. We're starting out. I was like, hey, Chase, how's it going? He has this big smile on his face, showing me his 3 shitty fingers.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's like, I'm going to stand here. I'm not going in the middle. Those fuckers always get gored. They're the stupidest ones out there. This is probably the safest spot on the entire arena.
And as I said, safest spot. And as soon as the word spot was coming out, the bull jumps out, immediately turns left, goes in, and then slams against my knee and my leg and whips it up in the air, and then I turn around straight, you know, on the other side of its ass, and then am running, and then don't even feel it until, like, because it's so much adrenaline, until later I'm like, oh wow, that is not okay. And the first thought that came to my head was, fuck, I'm not gonna be able to run tomorrow, because I knew that I was pumped full of adrenaline, and I was like, if this hurts now on full adrenaline, I guarantee tomorrow morning is gonna be ouch. Big ouch.
Adrenaline? So I'm fucking fine.
You can fly or no?
Fine?
Yeah.
No. Just hit me, leg up, whip me around.
So we took off again, this time to San Sebastian. However, the roads were so tiny, sometimes it was so narrow, we barely went through in this huge RV. So that was a real challenge for us, especially for me to drive this big ass vehicle for the first time.
I'm barely reaching.
We'll put
He's
some
a
blocks.
tall man.
We'll get some wooden blocks for you.
How do I?
The front, very front. Pull it up nice and hard. Scoot your booty. You can do it. There you go. Come on.
Nice.
Even more. You can do it more if you need to. Don't feel shy.
Safety first, as always. Look at that. Look at that. Okay.
Beep, beep. Ready to go? Yeah, exactly. No, dude,
Do they do
I'm
right?
the one that's doing that. I don't know. All right, here we go. The roads are not meant for it. You know, like that thing is friggin' huge. And some of those curves, man, those windy roads, like when you were on your laptop, I was like, holy shit. If any car comes around this corner, it is a bad situation. Like, you're like, oh, thanks for keeping me safe. I'm like, I almost didn't. I almost didn't.
I'm also, as I'm on my computer, I'm kind of like flying around. I have the virtual background where you cannot see anything, and I didn't tell anybody that I'm in the RV. So I'm just going from one side of the screen to another.
This is your yacht, man. Sometimes yachts, you know, got a little rocky waves.
Yeah, we are officially in San Sebastian. Honestly, we came on a food tour. All we're going to do is we're going to break our keto diet and we're going to eat as much as we can and make sounds like ugh! San Sebastian is the #1 place in terms of the number of Michelin-starred restaurants in entire Spain, and probably the second one in entire Europe. We're going to be on a food tour. To be entirely honest, I'm not all that hungry. I'm not craving anything. I'm not craving sugars. I'm not craving, fried food. No carbs. I've been just good. And after being in keto for 3 weeks, I just feel great. Our food tour has begun, and what we're doing is we're trying to get options with least carbs, as you can see, and if that's impossible, we just take off the bread and have the meat. So today I have the amazing sirloin steak over here, obviously without bread. I have beef cheeks, and finally pepper stuffed with what?
Technically our last full day in
Crab.
Crab.
Yeah, it's been amazing already. Sea urchin, Wow. Honestly, this is probably the best one out of the ones we've tried so far. Would you agree? Yeah, wow, it's so amazing. Every dish is just out of this world. And this the fancy version of mac and cheese, is it? This stuff, mind-blowing. 6 out of 5. Yeah, we're just saying that the waiters here, or people at the bar, they have very different presence. It feels like they love food, like genuinely enjoy food. This is their journey, one way or another, and they're happy for you. When they explain.
present.
Yeah,
They're
they're
fully.
present.
And they're
There
like-
was a guy who was telling me, it's like, you should absolutely try out like the shrimp thing with whatever. And when they say it with this another level of excitement, you feel like, holy shit, I feel taken care of. What's the dish?
Pork.
What's that?
Blood sausage. Here we go again.
That guy is so on the ball. It takes him maybe like 0.2 to run there, as if he doesn't get there on time, he's not going to get his food. What's the last one?
Beef cheek.
Yeah. Let's compare it to the other restaurant, the lunch restaurant.
Definitely.
Yeah, let's see
All right, I
what's...
think that's the last one.
Okay, good. Well, we've been having a conversation with Chase just now about whether or not I should break keto, and I'm somewhere on the edge. There's only one type of dish that will push me across that line. That's the Basque cheesecake. You haven't been to San Sebastian if you haven't eaten it, so I'm not sure. I'm about to break my keto, which takes the entire week to get back into. For this, let's take a look. Look at that, how creamy and beautiful it is. And I'm having at least 2 of them. There we go.
It's worth it.
It's worth it, yeah. It is worth it. It's cold. It's cold. It's so good. Wow. Is it from like San Sebastian? Invented?
Yeah,
As a
the
Basque
original
cheesecake?
one, yeah.
Wow. So I'm trying this cheesecake in the place where I was in.
Yeah.
I have 1 hour of calls right now, and there aren't many coffee shops because all of the places are kind of like walk in, eat pinchos, super loud. So instead of me walking to one store that I found or one shop I found that has specialty coffee and that's amazing, I'm just going to camp out over here. I'm going to pull out my laptop and do my call. I think it's actually like pretty dope. I'd rather do that. I have noise canceling headphones. I have an extra microphone that clips over here. So it works pretty well. But again, if you want to have both, it's definitely not as smooth, not as easy, and you worry about it. The problem is not just having 1 hour of calls, but the problem is 2 hours before the calls, you started worrying about it, thinking about it, and all of that stuff. And that takes a lot of energy. And other than time, energy is such a massive resource. Because if you have time, but you're tired and you don't have energy and you're depleted and you cannot think at a certain level, then you're not going to be all that productive. So time is not the only thing. And this is how it looks like. This is our last probably 3 hours in this city. We're going to return our bicycles, have the best food in the world in San Sebastian. Chase is going to have at least 2 glasses of wine according to him, so that he has an excuse not to drive us for the next 2 to 3 hours. And I'll be a bus driver. You know, hopefully I'll make it happen. Well, that's pretty much it.
After this epic trip, I realized something I kind of expected all along. Working and traveling at the same time just doesn't work. It's almost impossible to get into deep focus when you're constantly moving, and even when you are not working, your brain is still running, thinking about the team, the deadlines, the clients, and everything that depends on you. So yeah, I definitely can't grow my business like this, let alone maintain it, and this will be unfortunately one of those more rare adventures. But honestly, the best part of this trip weren't the beaches or food or the adventure, it was the conversations that we had with Chase. We talked about business, mindset, blind spots, and how each can be a better man. But when I thought I needed to slow down, I did the exact opposite, because next I went to Burning Man, the place I've been dreaming about for the last 8 years. Next episode, I lose everything that kept me comfortable and I'll never felt more alive. Check out this channel not to miss it, and I'll see you in the next episode.